Hello, it's Claude. I'm just doing a quick video here about the pricing. I did the video on the GTX 1080, the Gigabyte Extreme 1080 Premium Pack, and I got some people on my on my channel that were saying that I was crazy to pay the prices that I paid and all of that, and I just didn't understand what's the fuss about it. And I paid my card at NCIX Canada. It was $919 back then, and I was lucky to get it. I actually got it before even it was in stock. I just saw the status change; it didn't even show in stock, and I placed the order and it let me, and I got it. So I was very lucky. And yes, I do have a job because some people say, "Oh, you must be crazy" and all of that. And me, I cannot. I don't have time to wait for it because I have a job. If you can buy a car that expensive, if you don't have a job, if you don't have a real damn good job, you can't afford that stuff. So yeah, so I was lucky to get it, and it was sheer luck. That's what it was. So the only thing is that if you look at the price on the NCIX and the buddy that sent me the note there about the pricing and all of that, saying that I was not in my right mind, and I understand his point of view. He was right because he didn't know how much I paid. And the price I paid on the Canadian website on NCIX was $919, which corresponds about $699, $700 US. So that is actually the right price for it. But if you look at NCIX, I sent them an email. They replied to me already saying, "Oh, that's an error, the pricing, because the price," and I'm going to show NCIX to the left of my screen. You're going to see the US website, NCIX US, and I'm going to show you the left on the right side of the screen. It's NCIX with a little Canadian flag. That's in Canadian dollars. All right. So left is US in US dollars. Right is Canadian in Canadian dollars. The difference is about 30% exchange rate. So the US price should be about that 30% less, and the Canadian price should be about 30. The US price times 1.3, 30% more, should give you the price more or less of what should be paid. So I'm just going to go, if I compare the MSI cards and, I'm just going to go to the cards by brand. I've got the Asus there, and I'm just going to scroll a little bit to the right, put them at the same height, each of them. All right. And I'm going to scroll right a little bit so you can see basically the prices there. So if you see Asus GTX, the Founders Edition, $699, $919, yeah, you know what? That's about that 30% difference. That's perfectly fine. The other Asus GTX Strix, so that's one of the card they did. That's not the Founders. $699. All right, $991. A little more expensive there. Okay, maybe the Founders is more, is they want to get them out. There's a little discount on the Canadian side. So that's in line anyway. That's Strix also. You see Asus, they're all in line. Their prices are in line. That one there, the last one, Asus NVIDIA GTX 1080 Turbo. The Turbo is 807. If I do 807 multiplied by 1.3 is about 1,049. So you can see that this one is a good buy on the Canadian side. But still, these other cards, the prices in US and in Canada, they're in line, right? EVGA is going to be the same things. The first one, Founders Edition, and this one's the Founders Edition, 7 US, 9 something. That's all right. 689. This one because the first one is special, but these are in line, right? All these prices are more or less in line. If you look at the last one, SC Gaming ACX, same thing. 659 is a little, here's a little more expensive here. There's a little, bump on it. It's where once you go to Gigabyte that it all gets screwed up. Gigabyte, the Founders Edition, $699, $919. It's in line. Look at this then. Gigabyte, the Extreme Premium Pack, the one I got, $959.99 US. Canadian, $959.99 Canadian. As the same price. So it means that our fellow, tech, enthusiasts in the States are paying 30% more than in Canada. So, you know what? Just do like most Canadians do, get a postal code somewhere in the States with a freight forwarder and buy the card in Canada and get it shipped over to you in the States. You know what? It's or just go visit NCIX somewhere if you can, and when it's in stock. But that is, to me, looks like, if you look at all the cards, this one, the GTX 1080 Gaming, $879, $882, it's almost the same price, dollar for dollar. The next one here, Gigabyte GTX WindForce 8 gig, Gigabyte Gaming, let me see, the WindForce 8 gig, $857, $844, it's about the same thing. The Extreme Gaming, but not the premium pack, $929. Gigabyte Extreme Gaming, non-premium pack, $940. A couple of dollars more. The last one here, 1019 in the States, the Extreme Water Cooling, the hybrid one, 1019.99, 1019.99. Like NCIX, like they screwed up on this one, I have to say. Are there, I will give them the benefit of the doubt, thinking that they screwed up and that they probably put the Canadian price list on the US website. The other cards are fairly well priced. US and Canadian is with the exchange rate are more or less the same, and with little variation, maybe depending of the sales strategy that they have, the products they want to move, or maybe the discounts they've got on each side of the border with the different vendors. I can accept that. But on this one, on the Gigabyte, what bothers me is that I got the reply from NCIX. I sent them an email. They replied to me 2 days ago, replying me today. And they said, oh, it's a mistake. There's confusion here. There's a mistake. We took the product out of the US website. And as of today, after receiving the email, well, the product is still there. And a whole bunch of these are priced wrong. All the Gigabyte cards except the Founders Edition, the first one. The first one is priced right comparatively. If you took on the other side, on the Canadian side, it's the corresponding price in Canadian. If you look at all the other stuff, it's priced the same thing in US as it is in Canadian dollars. Big mistake. If I look at some of the other cards, just want to show something here, which is interesting. MSI, same thing. MSI, like there's the prices are not 100% in line with exchange rate, but it's fine. It's not too bad. PNY. The PNY is interesting. $976 US, $920 Canadian. Founders Edition, 8 gig. Founders Edition, 8 gig. Seems to be like it's the same number. All right. It's cheaper in Canada by $60 more or less. $54 more or less. It's wrong. or maybe it's Canadian. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go and see that. But if I'm in the US and I want this specific card, I'm calling NCIX in Canada. I'm getting it shipped to a friend of mine in Canada somewhere and get them to just put it UPS ground or something. So that doesn't make sense, or there's something, I don't know. The Zotac, the same thing. Zotac, look at this. The prices are the same. $971, more expensive in the States than it is in Canada. The other one, the AMP, AMP edition, AMP, exclamation point, the AMP. All right, $829 US, $829 Canadian. Something wrong there. So benefit of the doubt, like I said, to NCIX, maybe they screwed up. Maybe the person that sent me the email replying, saying, oh, there's a mistake. We're removing that. We're correcting. I received that email this morning in afternoon here, and it's the same thing. So is this price gouging? Is this an honest mistake? I will give them the benefit of the doubt, saying it's an honest mistake. But might not seem like this. If people acknowledge and it's still the same, it's not difficult. It's, I don't know, maybe 30 SKUs to look at the prices and maybe say, holy cow, and change the price in the system. Not too difficult. So anyway, I just wanted to highlight that, and hopefully you thought that was interesting. I really like NCIX. In general, I like the people. I like when I go to the store there where I am. I really like the people. They're very helpful. They never have any inventory in the store anyway, but you can order it online like we do, and it's in general a good outfit. Returns are easy at this. Hopefully they'll fix it soon, and hopefully it's going to be just a mistake that will be quickly corrected. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, and thank you for your attention. All right. Bye-bye.